Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, and we're here with the Coach's Report with Coach Ray Zawalski. Ray, it just seems like last week we were doing these interviews before, and now here it is, another season.
Oh, we're so excited, too. I tell you, there's nothing like basketball season. My family loves it. These kids love it, and I know the school and the community is behind us with it. So we're real excited about the 2015-16 season.
Yeah, you graduated a lot of young men last year. You know, your son is now off in college, but again, that was last year. Now the seniors that we have to step up and take some leadership role.
Yeah, we're very excited. You know, the three seniors that we have, and Casey Commence, he actually, averaged double figures for us last year, and Luke Dillahunt saw tons of playing time for us and was really one of our players that stretched the floor on the offensive end. And then Chase Hayden is one of our smartest defensive players that we have. So this core of seniors I feel very good about and very excited about.
Yeah, and you've got a sophomore coming in. Looks like he's going to get some playing time. James Anderson, a good-sized kid, and saw your scrimmage this past Friday, and it looks like he's starting to step up to plate. Got a little bit to grow yet into the position, but looks like he's going to be a good ball player.
Sure, anytime you get 6'5" in the post, and he's very gifted with some skills, so he's creating easy shots for us right now. I mean, he's shooting at a 70% clip from two-point range. And so anytime you can maximize those easy shots, we want to take advantage of that. And James has the skill set to do it. We just need his learning curve to go a little quicker. My dad used to tell me when you're counting on sophomores, it's not always the best. So we'll be a little patient with him, but he will be a good one. We just need him to be good right from the get-go.
Coming off the bench, who else do you expect to, step up and, give some good playing time, some quality minutes is what you're looking for, and, pushing towards, the postseason and tournament?
Yeah, our bench is pretty equal right now, and nobody has really separated themselves from one another. So I told the kids this is going to be a Bill Belichick year, and that means basically we're going to have a game plan. You may be part of it this game, and you may be part of it the next game, but we need you all to stay engaged. And right now I think all of them offer something, which is what we are looking for, but we don't have anybody that offers everything. So right now we're going to take advantage of everybody's strengths. We're counting on everybody on the bench to contribute this year.
Well, we know we saw Luke Dillahunt play a lot of football, and know he was ailing with an ankle. How's his ankle coming along?
Oh, his ankle's fine. He missed the first week recovering from football injuries, right. And then so we got him back. I'm not worried about Luke. He's one of those kids that touches a basketball on November 10th and puts it away on March 16th and doesn't pick it up again. So, and he still can shoot the rock. And anybody that can shoot the rock is going to help us, and that's his best asset. And then we're going to allow him to use some of his athletic ability this year to attack the rim, to create some mismatches on the defensive end.
Well, you've got two seniors there with Casey Commence and Luke Dillahunt. Both of those young men are competitors, and expecting a lot out of both of them this season.
Yeah, Casey's a legit college player. He's a big-time player. Our expectation is big-time players will make big-time plays. And so I think you'll see through the course of this season, and even starting tonight, you'll see that KC is the guy that the kids rely on, that, hey, we're down one and we need a bucket, boom, KC's going to be that guy. And the thing about KC that makes him so hard to guard, he can score in three different ways. And you'll see this throughout the year. He can shoot the three ball. He can shoot a pull-up jumper, which is so rare in high school, and then he can get to the rim and finish. So three different ways for him to score. We're going to take advantage of that as much as we can.
I know in that scrimmage Friday night I was sitting over on the bench, and both clubs that you were scrimmaging were sitting behind me, and KC, when he put on a show a couple times going to the rim, you could hear those kids just go, wow.
Yeah, he has the wow factor, and the challenge for him is that when people are overplaying him is to trust his teammates and to include them, and then our teammates got to execute. So it's still a team game. But I expect KC to be 20-plus points per game for me this year.
Well, talking about Saturday night's game, we're taping this because of the holidays. So, Saturday night, New Bremen opens up on Friday, so they're going to get those first game jitters out of the way. You guys are coming in, they're coming here on Saturday night, and, what do you expect out of New Bremen? It looks like they graduated some kids also.
On paper, they did. The key to look is their 3 seniors have been on varsity now for 3 years. So that's the challenge there is, yes, it looks like on paper. They did lose their leading scorer, so we're glad he's out of the picture. He was a 4-year varsity player. I'm glad I don't have to deal with him anymore. But they play hard-nosed. They play extremely tough defense, a defense we won't see the rest of the year. They over-deny, and then they attack the glass offensively and defensively really hard. For us to be successful tonight, match their intensity, limit our turnovers, and take advantage when they make mistakes.
Well, anytime a school that you play is out of the MAC, I mean, those guys beat each other up all season in football, basketball, and baseball. It doesn't matter what sport. The MAC is always tough.
The MAC is very tough. We love to play MAC schools. Right now, as a coach here, we're 3-1 against MAC schools. So bring them on. We love the challenge. That's what is fun. Saturday night you it's you against us, and we just love that. I love to compete. My kids, I'm teaching them to love to compete also.
Well, Coach, you are the inaugural on our new video, TCR Troy, or I should say Troy Community Television on demand. So we're going to be doing more of the coaches' reports here, and looking forward to a great season. And I said we're taping this here on Wednesday afternoon, and make sure the kids don't eat too much turkey tomorrow.
Yeah, we just had that talk, so thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach Ray Zawalski here, and Dave Fisher. Will be right back with tonight's opening tap and tonight's game against New Bremen Cardinals.
Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, opening night of the 2015-2016 basketball series, whatever we want to call it. Hi, Dave Fisher, along with my good friend here, Doug Page, and we want to welcome all the folks here on TCR Troy Community Radio. And we got a new wrinkle here. That's why I kind of pointed at you, Doug. The folks on the radio won't know it, but now we have Troy Community Television on demand. So this game is being videotaped here tonight with our play-by-play. A little new wrinkle on Troy Community Radio, Troy TV on demand. So again, we're here at the Eagles Nest getting ready to open this season, Doug.
And the amount of ugly the viewers would have to watch with you and I here,
I know
it's going to be tough.
But we're going to have fun doing it, and we're going to be covering Troy Christian, of course, and also the Troy Trojans. And we got that game coming up on December 8th, which will be Tuesday. It'll be a week from Tuesday, so we'll be over there opening up that season. But the problem at hand, Troy Christian taking on the New Bremen Cardinals.
For the second year, Troy Christian is opening against a Division IV school, the same one, New Bremen. Last year they lost. Both teams have kind of lost their spark plugs to graduation.
Yes.
New Bremen Cardinals are missing Carson Menger to graduation. He led the team, averaging almost 20 points, almost 9 boards. He was their offense. For Troy Christian, the coach's son is gone.
Grant Zawalski is off playing college ball, but they also lost Isaiah Farley. And a host of others, it's just unfortunate that those young kids are gone. But that's the way high school basketball is. It goes 4 years and you're out.
Well, for New Bremen, they're returning 4 starters,
right?
All of whom have played. This will be their 3rd year starting, and they may have found the answer to who's going to score. Last night they lost 67-63 to Allen East. Dion Haney scored 31 points on, get this, 14 of 17 from the floor. Wow.
82%'s not shooting too bad.
Not only that, he had 12 boards. So they're coming back with a lot of experience. They run a three-quarter court man-to-man offense. Coach Adam Daugherty, he's in his 10th year of coaching. This is his 5th year at New Bremen. He's got a nice 55-39 record.
Right.
3 winning seasons. They play a real gritty style of defense. They're going to be in the faces. They're going to be pressuring the guards. As he says, we make them work to bring the ball up.
Right.
That's all we're probably going to see from them. To him, he said, zone defense is a 4-letter word, and we don't use it. So this should be interesting. They lack height. They have a 6'5" guy, but he's out with a back injury, I'm told, and Coach doesn't expect him back until early February.
Right.
The Cardinals are going to have to depend on their guard play, their motion defense, and driving to the basket. A weak spot showed up last night for them. They were 5 for 16 from the free throw line. That hurts. That hurts a lot. And if Haney was not the only problem for the hometown Eagles, Kalen Reed poured in 18 points last night for the Cardinals. So Troy Christian's got its work cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, a week ago Friday night, I was here at Troy Christian watching them scrimmage Springfield and can't remember the other team it was in here. No, I know who it was. Graham. I'm sorry, Springfield and Graham. Drew a blank on that, folks. But I was in here and watched the Troy Christian scrimmage. Both of those clubs, they were on a three-way scrimmage, and I tell you what, Luke Dillahunt looked pretty good. Although Coach Zawalski just came up and told us here tonight that Luke is not feeling well, is sick. So that bug is going around has got Luke Dillahunt, which is going to hurt this evening. But watching the kids play last Friday night in a three-way scrimmage, KC Commits was absolutely just on fire, and he played heads and tails above about anybody that was out on the floor last Friday night. But like Coach Zawalski said when I talked to him during the scrimmage when they were setting out, he says, KC getting 20 points is not going to help us. He's going to have to help us get some other people involved in the offense to make it work. So it's going to be an interesting season here at Troy Christian. Again, they graduated a lot of seniors, and like I was talking with the coach, the seniors are going to have to step up to the plate. The ones that they have, Dillahunt and Commits, is going to have to step up to the plate and become leaders on this ball club.
Well, we saw what they did last year in their run, 26-3 season.
Right.
We'll see if they can reload this year.
It's going to be a tough year for them, and some rebuilding. And again, Coach talked about when we was talking off to the side there during that scrimmage. His comment was, it's not what we are doing right now. Is we're getting some of these kids some playing time and get them ready for tournament play. One young man that's going to really hinge big for the Troy Christian Eagles is James Anderson. He's a sophomore, 6'5", sophomore, and he's got some beef to go along with it. He's a good-sized kid. We watched him last year as a freshman play on the JV club, and he played extremely well.
He was impressive, as a freshman, growing into his body.
Right.
He started to show some nice presence in the paint and on the baseline, basically some sound footwork.
Right.
Keeping himself in control. As we know, kids this age still feeling out their bodies.
Right.
Some of us wish we were back that age. Instead of feeling our aches, we're feeling our muscles.
Absolutely. And the other thing we also got to consider, which is a factor here tonight, is this new Bremen club played last night and lost a tough one by 3 points. So they've already got their pregame or opening season jitters out of the road. And, so they're coming in here tonight, already lost a game and looking to put a W on their ledger.
And there'll be a lot of pressure.
Yes.
A lot of pressure from the Cardinals. Coach Dowdery emphasizes that from the get-go. He says, we have no stars. Our best man on defense is the man on the ball.
Right.
The best man on offense is the open man. So it's a very basic type of basketball, but it's very successful. In Ohio and in North Carolina, where he started his coaching, he's got a 148 and 83 record.
That's not bad.
Obviously, the man knows how to put together a basketball team. But what he said, we're going to have our hands full because Troy Christian is always well coached. Seeing the two coaches out there, they actually smiled and laughed before they put on their game faces as they're talking to each other.
Right.
You know, probably going, bad-mouthing their teams. You know, oh, geez, I got a loser this year. Oh, golly.
Right.
Go easy on us,
Right.
you know. But I think they both know what they're in for tonight.
Yes, it ought to be a great ball game here this evening. Again, we want to welcome everybody on Troy Community Television On Demand and our folks that are listening here tonight on TCR Troy Community Radio, the new 107.1 WTJN. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the opening tap here at Troy Christian High School right after these messages from our underwriters. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, where the Troy Christian Eagles are getting ready to take on the New Bremen Cardinals. I'm Dave Fisher, along with my good friend Doug Page, and we're here tonight for the opening tap, which is going to take place here in about a minute and 30 seconds. But around the league here, around the county here tonight, there are some other county teams in action. West Milton's at Franklin Monroe. Miami East is at Lehman Catholic. Newton is at home against Houston. Covington's home against Marion Local. That's a tough one, another MAC team, Doug.
Whoa.
And also Troy is also home against Memorial. They're opening up their season here this evening. So that's what's going on around the county. And we're getting ready to get this thing going, Doug. And I tell you what, we got a good crowd here tonight.
The Troy Christian fans have packed. I don't see too many empty seats. And New Bremen has come down State Route 66 to say hello.
Absolutely. So we're going to take another break here and come back with the opening lineups and tonight's ball game. Troy Christian Eagles taking on the New Bremen Cardinals right here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, where we're getting ready to tip this thing off, Doug, against these New Bremen Cardinals, and we're getting ready for the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. So you just tuned in, you just heard the end of the national anthem, and I want to say, you know, what a great evening, opening night of basketball season. This is near and dear to my heart, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Well, starting for the New Bremen Cardinals, we have number 14, Ben Schwitterman. He's a guard, a senior, a 5'11", and 160 pounds. Add another guard, number 22, Greg Parker, another senior, 5'11", 155 pounds. Number 24, Kalen Reed, a third guard. He's a senior also, 5'11", 150. Number 34, Dion Haney. He's a guard and a forward, a senior, 6'2", 180. And starting at forward, number 42, Max Mezek.
That is the starting lineup for the New Bremen Cardinals. Do you have the starting lineup? We do not yet.
Yes, we do.
Go ahead and read them off for the Troy Christian Eagles.
Okay. Starting at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 21, Chase Hayden. Starting at guard, number 22, Seth Wynn, a 5'10" junior. Starting, oh, they turned off the lights on me.
Well, we're just going to have to wait on the...
No, we won't. We'll turn
go.
on the flashlight here. Come on, there we go. Okay. Number 23, Jacob Brown, a 6'3" junior guard. Number 30, James Anderson, a sophomore, a 6'5" forward. And number 35, Casey's Comets, a 6'3" senior. That's your Troy Christian starting lineup.
That's the starting lineup for the Troy Christian Eagles. And I tell you what, Doug, it's just it's always good to be back in the gym here. And I don't know about you, but I'm an old gym rat myself, and
You look like it,
I
too.
know it. I tell you what, but this is a great evening, and we're getting ready for the Troy Christian starting lineups. And Chase Hayden, and like Doug just told you, Chase Hayden starting at guard. Seth Wynn. Seen Seth Wynn out on the football field mixing it up.
Got to get out of those football muscles and into
Yes,
basketball
absolutely.
muscles.
Is that Jacob Brown? This kid right here, James Anderson, the sophomore, he's going to have to grow in and become one of the leaders here in this team. Definitely need some points out of here. And of course, Casey commits, a senior. That kid is just a nice kid all the way around. So here we go, folks. Set back, settle in. There's big KC coming up. Give me a little fist bump. He knows we're ready to play. I tell you what, I am just excited to be back in the gym, back ready to start broadcasting high school basketball again. Oh. This young man right there, he's ready. The officials are ready to go. So here we go. Set back. Enjoy.
This will be interesting.
Coach is trying to get things going here. He's trying to figure out what's going on.
We got, you can see a definite height advantage here for the Eagles.
Yes. Yeah, and like I said, Tate Myers, their big man, is out. Like you said earlier, don't expect him back till February. So, hopefully, we'll see. And we're getting ready to go. Set back, and here we go. They're out there ready to start. Mr. Anderson's going to jump center, and the ball's up, and it's controlled by Troy Christian. Seth Wynn getting it across the timeline. He's being pressured. Gets across the timeline, still on the dribble, going around the right side. Lob pass to KC. He threw it, almost put it in. Not sure where that pass was going, but here comes the Cardinals. Narrow across the timeline, kicks it down the right side. Commits goes after him. And they're looking to kick it around to the top of the key, over to the left side, down in the far left corner. You can definitely see the Cardinals have got some ball movement, dribble time, and a steal by Casey Commits. He's looking to go all the way, and lays it in. There's the first 2 points. Steal by KC. Nice play on the defensive end. Here comes the Cardinals. Reed with the dribble. He picks it up, kicks it over to Parker. Parker still on the dribble. He's being guarded by Wynn. And in the pass, KC. He's guarding number 14, Sweeterman. Sweeterman kicks it over down in the left side. The left side goes up. The block. Nice block. But he's on the out of bounds. And it goes out of bounds. Seth Wynn with the block.
Tried to recover the ball, but landed out of bounds.
So New Bremen has it underneath their own basket on their left side. And they kick it in. Number 22 kicks it around the outside. A double dribble almost there, but not called. Seth Wynn on that, and he calls it with the traveling. Number 24, Kaylin Reed with the travel. You can definitely tell that this game has got some giddy up to it, Doug.
Here they come with that three-quarter man.
Seth Wynn on the dribble. Seth gets it across the timeline.
Peterman's all over him, but gets it in.
Kicks it over to Casey Commits. Commits down the right side. Kicks it all the way out to Wynn. Wynn back out to number 23 with a long shot by KC. No good. Anderson on the back. That's his first foul. Good ball movement by the Eagles. Cardinals with the ball out of bounds after the foul on Anderson. Reed across the timeline. Gets it over to 42 Mezix. Kicks it back up to Reed. Reed across the left side. Gets it down on the post. Going right at Anderson. Right up and over top, number 44. No rebound by Anderson. Nice. And a foul on number 44, Brandon Heitkamp. That's his first foul. Nice position by Mr. Anderson. Ball out of bounds. Chase Hayden with the basketball. Kicks it into Seth Wynn. Gets it over to Hayden. There's that three-quarter pressure. Wynn looking to drive. Finally gets it across the timeline. He's on the dribble all the way down the lane. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson back out to Hayden. Over to Commits at the top, way outside. Kicks it inside. Had a man open, number 23. Jacob Brown just wasn't able to handle that tough pass. So the ball's turned over to New Bremen. 5:47 left here in the first quarter. It's a 2-0 lead by the Christian Eagles. No, neither one of the teams had really good, decent shots. Kicks it all the way down to the right side. Then handled by Hayden. Nice hands by
Anderson.
Hayden. And Anderson gets it out of bounds. It goes off. Looks like it went off the foot of Seth Wynn. Seth Wynn and Chase Hayden, two guards. Cardinals taken out of bounds on their right side. And they kick it in number 22 to Parker. Parker kicks it over. Nice steal. Tipped away by Brown. Brown gets his hand on it again. Ball is just loose. Can't really see it. And a long shot, no good. Anderson picked up by Wynn. Here goes the Troy Christian Eagles. Kicks it all the way up the side to Hayden. Commits on the left side, loses the basketball, and here comes New Bremen. New Bremen on the run. He's going right down the line, and he gets fouled and one. See, couldn't tell who it was on the call. 23, Jacob Brown on the foul. Ties this ball game up with 5:04 left in the first quarter. Gonna send 22, Greg Parker, to the line for the extra one, and he gets it.
Nice three-point play.
New Bremen takes a 3-2 lead with 5:02 left here in the first quarter. Seth Wynn with the basketball, being hounded by number 14, Sweeterman. Gets it over to Hayden. Hayden all the way, swings it around to Brown. Brown gets it back to Wynn, all the way across to Hayden. Hayden with the dribble, looking down in the corner, commits for three, short, no good. Good rebound, nice hustle by Commits, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Brown for three, count it. Nice shot by Brown. Good ball movement by the Troy Christian Eagles. They now take a 5-3 lead with 4:24 left here in the first quarter. Kicks it down in on the post. The ball's loose, still loose, and here comes Troy Christian's 2-on-1 break. It is Brown. Hold on. There was a
Player down.
On the back here behind the plane. Okay. Official blew the whistle dead. Oh, there's a foul on number 22. Greg, Seth Wynn. Foul on Seth Wynn behind the play. After that, said he was holding. I was watching the play up the way and didn't see that, but anyways, that's what's going on. So Cardinals got the ball back.
Spurlock is in.
Spurlock is now in for the Troy Christian Eagles. Good call there, and they go right to the basket. No good. Follow up on the left side, still no good. Anderson with the rebound. Gets it up to Wynn. Wynn kicks it all the way up to Commits. Gets it across the timeline. Commits being guarded. Dribble over the right side. Gets it off in the right corner. Kicks it right back out. Wynn for three. No good. Big rebound by Anderson. He loses the handle. Little man takes it away from him. Here comes the Cardinals. Gets it across the timeline. Still on the dribble. Kicks it back out to number 4, Switterman. Switterman goes right to the basket. That ball is blocked, but out of bounds to New Bremen.
We haven't seen anything from Deion Haney yet. Commits has pretty well shut him down so far.
Capmitz, Kilpatrick is now in for Troy Christian Eagles, number 10. Schwederman taking the ball out of bounds. A long run for number 24. Still nothing going. That should be 5-second call. Great defense by Troy Christian. They ran number 24 around the top, Kalen Reed, and he just wasn't open. They had that play snuffed out. So here comes Troy Christian. 3:26 left here in the first quarter. Troy Christian Eagles up by 2, 5-3. Both teams have been kind of running up and down the floor and haven't really got a good shot. Commits with the dribble on the right side. Stop and pop. No good. And here comes Cardinals. Cardinals got one to beat, and he pulls up number 34 and hits it right at the right elbow. Nice stop and pop to tie this ball game up with 3:03 left in the first quarter.
There was Mr. Haney.
Spurlock coming up. That was Haney on the shot. Kicks it over to Kilpatrick on the left side. Around the horn, all the way around the commits. Kicks it a jump past Spurlock for 3. Long one, in and out, no good. Good hustle by, couldn't see who that was. That must have been number 10, Kilpatrick. And they throw the ball all the way over, and they were able to pick it up down to the right side. Number 34, Ben Sneak, looks on the dribble. He still got it. Stop for a 15-footer. He's got it. 2:22 left in the first quarter.
Mr. Haney has come to play.
New Bremen just took a 7-5 lead. Commits all the way across the horn to Hartman. Hartman back to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick threw the ball away, and it was on the out of bounds on the far side. Troy Christian is bringing in a whole host of folks. Commits is coming out, number 23, Jacob Brown back in, Anderson back in, Spurlock's also in for the Eagles. Chase Hayden is taking the ball out of bounds. He finally gets the ball in, throws it away. Spurlock just threw that right away. And then it goes right to the ball. Nice block, but he got it right back. Still no good. Here comes Troy Christian. 21, Chase Hayden with the ball. It's all the way down to Hartman. Hartman on the dribble. Looking to get rid of it. Gets it off to number 21, Chase Hayden. Hayden all the way off in the corner to Jacob Brown. Brown with a skip pass off to Spurlock. Spurlock going to the basket. And a blocking foul and one. Nice move by Spurlock. Once he got his man by him, he went right to the basket, and the basket is good. He's going to the line, shooting the hard three. Man, Doug, this game is just moving back and forth. Both these clubs are on a horse race. 1:30 left, and the extra one is no good. Got to make those from the charity stripe. 1:26 left here in the first quarter. Bremen with the basketball. This game's all knotted up at 7. We got a call off the ball.
Blocking.
Right. Number 20 for them. That's Jake Hemmergen. So Troy Christian with the basketball on the off-the-ball foul. Aiden with the basketball and the dribble. Looking to dribble to the left side. Kicks it down in the far left corner to Hartman. Hartman's going to drive the baseline. Kicks it all the way back out. Spurlock with the basketball. Hartman for 3. No good. In and out. Big Anderson going up. He keeps the ball alive. But New Bremen comes down with the basketball. And there's a foul. Number 23. Jacob Brown on the foul.
I think that's his second.
Jacob Brown's coming out, commits back in.
Hayden sits down.
Hayden sits down, number 10. Anderson is going to sit down. They're bringing in Kilpatrick, commits. And it looks like Seth Wynn is also back in. So coach is definitely running these guys out with 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's all tied up, 7-7. Both teams have had some turnovers. Gets it inside, commits up in the air, and that's number 34, Haney. Good head fake by Haney. Commits up in the air, so he's going to the line shooting 2. And his first one is up and no good, right off the front of the rim. There you go, Doug. You talked about them. They wasn't able to shoot free throws, so that's Which one they miss here this evening. So he gets to go back to the line for his second one.
Anderson is back in.
Anderson's back in, Kilpatrick out. So Coach Zawalski's definitely moving his players in and out. Haney for his second attempt. That one is in and out. And that ball is
lost it to Anderson. Knocked it out of bounds.
Knocked it out of bounds, but it's going to go to Troy Christian. Official said it. I thought that went off Anderson, to be honest. It looked to me. So now they're looking to press. Seth Wynn with the basketball. Commits with the basketball. Now gets it across the timeline. Gets over to Spurlock. Spurlock on the dribble. He's being hounded. Gets it over to Wynn. Wynn with the block. Number 14, Ben Sweeterman on the foul. They're definitely overplaying the basketball. Someone's got to be open on that backside. Hartman taking the ball out of bounds. Cut. Commits, gets it over on the other side of the timeline over the half court. He gets it across the timeline. He's being guarded by, looks like Reed. Hartman with the basketball. Gets it over to Wynn. Wynn on the dribble. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. We got a clear out play for KC Commits. KC is looking to score. He's going right to the basket. Hartman with the three at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it's a Troy Christian Eagles 7. The New Bremen Cardinals also 7. We'll be right back after these messages here for the second quarter here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, and the Troy Christian Eagles are taking on the New Bremen Cardinals. I'm Dave Fisher and Doug Page here. You know, that first quarter was like a horse race.
Up and down, up and down. If Troy Christian starts hitting those three-pointers, they could be tough, but right now they're 1 of 7, and it's tied at 7.
Right.
But a lot of bodies flying around, getting used to a game environment. There's nothing like it. You can't duplicate it any other way. I
tell you what, it's looking at the way this game is going. Like I said, only 14 points scored in that first quarter, and again, a lot of up and down. So Troy Christian's got the basketball, gets it inside to Hartman. Hartman back out to Commits on the right, far right in corner. Commits looking to drive, nothing doing. They're overplaying him. He gets it inside to Anderson. Anderson up strong and one. Nice move by the big man. I tell you what, this young man is going to get even better as this season goes. Coach was saying he's hitting about 75% of his shots inside the paint.
That's nice.
That is nice. So Anderson at the line, trying to finish off the three-pointer. Nice touch by the big man on that, and he was able to knock it down to take a 10-7 lead with 7:42 left here in the second quarter.
We're having a discussion here on the scoring table.
We had a little problem here with the scores. You might be able to hear it in the background. So we got it all sorted. They got that sorted out.
Yep.
So the Cardinals with the basketball, getting it across the timeline. And there it's at the top of the key. Gets over to Haney. Haney down in the corner. Kicks it around to the left side. He's going right to the basket, number 10. That's Sweeterman. He gets it out and no good. And here comes Troy Christian. Troy Christian getting across the sideline. Seth Wynn. You hear Coach barking out the calls. Gets over to Spurlock on the left side, way outside in between the double circles. Hartman with the basketball, looking to dribble. Kicks it back to Wynn on the left side. Playing around just about the top of the keys. Wynn on the dribble on the right. Kicks it into Hartman inside. Hartman up strong and got it. Nice pass by Seth Wynn to Hartman. Good pass there. And here comes the Cardinals, trailing 12-7 with 6:50 left in the second quarter. Seth Wynn, he's guarding number 24. Kicks it all the way around. Haney going right to the basket. No good. Big rebound by Anderson. Anderson just kicks it back to Wynn. Wynn with the dribble. New Bremen kind of backed up and waiting on them to come at him. Wynn with the dribble. Kicks it down in the corner to Spurlock. Spurlock going down to the baseline. Kind of got caught down in the corner. Hartman. Hartman gets it knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain Troy Christian's basketball. 6:20 left here in the second quarter.
I don't think I've seen Coach Sawiski quite as vocal as he is right now. He is coaching this team.
Hayden is coming in for, it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here on Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television. Orting's Party Time, Hoagie's Pizza House, Dave's Services, Troy Meat Shop, Mosley Stove Shop and Chimney Sweep, Tim Pretty, Remax Professionals, HTM Credit Union. Thank you very much, underwriters. Without you, it wouldn't be possible for Doug and I to bring you this fine basketball game here on a Saturday night, on a holiday weekend. I'm sure all the folks have been out there shopping, so you're probably relaxing at the house listening to this game here.
Now we're seeing the Eagles on a 5-0 run here to open up the second quarter. They put a little distance.
So they've got Commits is in, Seth Wynn, Anderson, Spurlock, and number 21, Chase Hayden. And there's an elbow, and there's a foul away from the ball. Spurlock gets caught with and pushing an elbow. Those are the kind of fouls you just don't want to give. They're going to bring in a kid that played in JV game. Tainer's going to be coming in the ball game. Cardinals with the basketball. Looking to kick it down low. On the dribble, number 22, Parker. Parker stops and pop at the elbow. No good. And we got another foul. There's a foul on number 21. Chase Hayden gets called away from him. Said he elbowed, but that's going to put the Cardinals at the line shooting 1-1. That is the 17th foul on the Troy Christian Eagles. That's going to put number 34 Honing at the line. Haney at the line shooting a 1 and bonus. First one's away, and he's got it. So 6:03, that cuts the Troy Christian lead to 4. So he gets his second chance at the 1 and bonus, the second half of it. Releases the basketball, it's up and no good. Anderson with the rebound, gets off the Seth Wynn. They're pushing it. Here comes Chase Hayden. Cross timeline, kicks it back out to Commits. Commits way up at the top of the jump circle. Looking to drive to the right side, kicks it into Anderson, but it hits the rim. But they were able to pick it back up. Commits with the basketball on the right side, on the wing. Looking to drive, kicks it all the way over to Seth Wynn. Wynn looking to dribble. He gets hung up. He gets nice defense by the Cardinals. They had Anderson wide open on the left side off the dribble, but wasn't able to get it to him. Good hands. Couldn't tell who was that hit that, but
I think it was Haney.
Hey, good hands by the Cardinals. Good defense. Kicks it all the way down on the left corner. Anderson inside, going big to the hole. He gets fouled. He's going to line shooting too.
That's what you like to see. You like to see your big guy mix it up in the middle.
Brandon Heitkamp with the foul. 5:34 left here in the second quarter. James Anderson at the line shooting 2. Waiting on his first one to be delivered. It's up and good. That young man has got a touch from the free throw line for a big man.
You love to see that.
I tell you what, you can win a lot of ball games from there because that way he gets inside. You just can't foul him and put him at the line the way this kid shoots free throws. Waiting on his second attempt. It's up. That one was a little bit strong. Talking too much about it. So here comes the Cardinals. Reed with the basketball, tries to kick it in, then it goes off. It goes off number 3, Colt Tanner. He's 5'9" sophomore. He played 2 quarters in the JV game. Cardinals with the ball out of bounds on their right side. Waiting to get it in. Good defense by the Troy Christian Eagles. Gets it, Commits with a nice block. but he gets it right back, kicks it up to Haney. Haney looks to shoot, and it is no good, but he is fouled. Can't see who. Number 21 on the foul. That foul is on Chase Hayden. That's his second foul, and that's going to put Haney at the line shooting 2. 5:14 left here in the second quarter. Haney with his first attempt is good. Cuts the lead to 4. 13-9 is the score. Troy Christian is leading. Haney waiting on his second attempt. It's away. It's short. No good. Rebound, Troy Christian. Wynn with the basketball. Gets it up to KC. Commits on the right side, on the far wing. Commits still on the dribble. Picks up his dribble way across court. Skip past the Wynn. Wynn with the spin move. Tried to get it into Anderson. Nothing doing. Tried to force the pass. And good. We got an injured player down on it, and that is Haney.
Haney, and it looks like
an ankle. He is walking it off. That is not good. He is definitely hurting. 4:51 here left in the second quarter. He's got to come out because they stopped play. So coming in for Haney is number 20.
Hemmelgarn.
Hemmelgarn coming in for Haney. That's going to lose some scoring potential for the New Bremen Cardinals. They'll have the ball out of bounds. Get it into number 24, Reed. Reed on the dribble. Kicks it down to number 22, Parker. Parker across court. He throws it away. Here comes Troy Christian. Christian on the run. Gets it into Seth Wynn. Seth Wynn loses the handle. Out of bounds to New Bremen.
One too many passes a couple times here. You want to hit the open man, but you got to make sure you get the ball there. It's just early season, not trying to do too much.
New Bremen with the basketball on that turnover. 4:36 left here in the second quarter. Bremen across the timeline. Reed with the dribble, still on the dribble. Kicks it over to number 10, Bowers. Gets it back over to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn over to Bowers. Bowers goes a whole player control. There is a charge. Nice position by Seth Wynn.
He took that one.
And he took that one for the team, so there's a wait. One called a charge, and then the other called. Did you see that too, Doug?
I'm confused.
I am too. So anyways, but they're saying it was a blocking foul. So number 10, Eric Bowers on the line for the Cardinals, and he knocks down the first one. So that makes it a 13-10 game right now with 4:18 left. Bowers with his second attempt, and he got the second one to go. So that's going to cut this lead to 2 with 4:18 left here in the second quarter.
Haney's back on the court.
Haney's back out there. So Troy Christian with the basketball. AC commits, being guarded by number 22, Parker. Kicks it over to Wynn. Kicks it around the corner, Spurlock back to KC Commits. Commits with the stop and pop, no good. And rebound the Cardinals. Parker with the basketball, gets across the timeline for the Cardinals. He's still on the dribble, being guarded by Commits. Kicks it over to Reed. Reed kicks it over to Haney. Haney back out to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn stops on the left side, no good. And it's a 2-shot foul, and that foul is going to go against Chase Hayden. That is his third foul. And at the line for Hemmelgarn at the line shooting 2. Troy Christian, Doug, is starting to get into foul trouble. Hemmelgarn knocks down the first one to cut this lead to 1 at 3:43 left. So he gets his second attempt of a 2-shot foul. Troy Christian. Now just leading by 1. And he releases the ball, and now this game is tied. Troy Christian went on a 5-0 run early on in this quarter and then hasn't scored here in the last 4 minutes. Metz with the drive. Kicks it into Anderson. Anderson up and in. 3:27 less than 15-13. Lead for the Troy Christian Eagles. Kicks it down to Haney. Haney on the dribble, looking to go somewhere. Kicks it all the way back out to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn into, can't see who it is on the drive, and a foul.
That was Parker.
Is that 34? 34 on the foul. That's been Shank, I'm sorry. The foul. Shooting 2 is Greg Parker. He gets the first one. Parker was able to knock that first one down from the charity stripe, and he comes back in for his second attempt. Parker with the release. Got it. All tied, knotted up again with 3:14 left here in the second quarter. Again, this game has not let up, folks. They're still running up and down like a bunch of racehorses. It's a good ball game. Dane gets it on the corner to Spurlock. Spurlock looking to get it to Anderson. Anderson
Couldn't
not able to hang on to it, out of bounds.
Lots
New
of
Bremen.
turnover.
Both these clubs are definitely trying to do a little too much with the basketball at times.
Hartman is in for Spurlock.
Hartman in for Spurlock. New Bremen bringing the ball up. Reed on the dribble. Gets it over to Parker. Parker on the drive. Going right to the basket. Left side move. Nice move.
Nicely done.
Nice move by Parker for New Bremen. Now New Bremen takes a 2-point lead. 17-15. 2:40 left here in the second quarter. Taylor, there's a travel. Yes, no doubt about it. Colt Tanner on the travel. Slid his pivot foot. Turnover for Troy Christian. So Cardinals get the ball out of bounds, kicks it back in to Reed. Reed bringing it across the timeline, a senior. Kicks it over to Haney. Haney looking to dribble, nothing going there. Kicks it over to the far left side. Long three-pointer, number 24. Reed with the three-pointer to take a 20-15 lead with 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Troy Christian has not been able to put the basketball in the hoop. Kicks it around the far side of number. Kicks it back over to Tanner. Tanner with Casey commits. Kicks it back out to Hartman. Hartman for 3. Nothing doing. There's a foul. Pushing foul. Looks like that's going to go against number 22, Greg Parker. Call him on a holding, so that's going to send KC commits to the line, shooting a 1-and bonus. Commits at the line, shooting 2. 1:56 left here in the second quarter. Troy Christian trailing by 5, makes the first one of the 1-and bonus.
Cuts the lead to 20-16.
His second attempt is up and nails them both. Nothing but string music on both those free throws. Cuts his lead to 3 with 1:56 left here in the second quarter.
See if
Reed with the basketball. He gets it across the timeline. Kicks it to Haney. Haney being guarded by commits on the right side. Haney still with the dribble. Kicks it over to Parker. Parker on the drive on the left side. Nothing going there. They're just running around the outside. Long three-pointer, no good. Haney with the rebound. Wasn't able to get it. Kicks it back out. New Bremen resets their offense. Going right to the basket. No good. And a foul. That foul's going to be against number 3, Colt Tanner. And that's going to put, looks like it's going to put Parker at the line shooting 2. Parker with 1:30 left in the second quarter. His first attempt is good. of up and down basketball here this evening at Troy Christian High School, opening night. Second attempt, no good. Rebound, Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick gets the ball to Commits. Commits with the dribble. Gets across the timeline, kicks over to Spurlock. Spurlock with the ball on the right side, far right side wing. Kicks it to Hartman at the top of the key between the two circles. Gets it to Commits, way outside. Commits looking to dribble. Kilpatrick with the ball, number 10. Kicks it, fakes it back, gets it all the way to Spurlock in between the circles. All the way to the right side to Hartman. Hartman to Commits. Commits on the dribble, looking to clear out. Still on the dribble. Stop, pop, no good. Hartman gets it out of bounds. He's able to knock it out, get a handle on it, but knocks it out of bounds himself, turns back over to the Cardinals. 54 seconds left here in the second quarter. Cardinals up by 4, 21-17. Here comes the Cardinals. Reed with the dribble, being guarded by Spurlock. He was tipped off. All the way over to Haney. Haney looking, going against Commits. Looking to spin move. Gets it up. Short. No good. Haney with the rebound, with the follow. No good. They're still batting it around. Nice block by Tanner. Here comes Troy Christian. Spurlock on the run. Kicks it back, and they're traveling. Pulls his pivot foot. He stopped. Had nowhere to go. So ball turned over. 26 seconds left here in the quarter. Hits it in to Reed. Reed's their point guard. He's bringing it across the timeline, being guarded by Spurlock. Reed kicks it all the way over to Parker. Parker just holding the basketball. He's being guarded by Tanner. Parker brings it across the right side, still being guarded by Tanner. 10 seconds. They're going to shoot for the last shot. Parker on the drive. Forces it up. No good. Rebound. There's a foul. Nothing called. Boy, they let number 42, Nezik, just crash the boards. 4 seconds left here in the quarter. Troy Christian's might have an opportunity to make one shot. Here comes Luke Dillahunt. Said he wasn't feeling well, so they're bringing him in. He is a shooter. We've seen him last year, Doug, knock down some threes in some critical ball games. So Dillahunt's off in the corner. I look for something. It just gets it up to Commits. Commits looking to shoot at the buzzer, no good. And that's the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, it's the Troy Christian Eagles trailing the New Bremen Cardinals 21-17. And we'll be back right after these messages from our underwriters here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School. It's halftime and a halftime report right here on TCR Troy Community Radio and TCR Troy Community Television on Demand. Doug
Easy
Page,
for you to say.
It's easy for me to say. And right now, if you're hearing a little, I guess, pop rocks action is the way we want to call it here tonight.
That's the best part of any basketball game when the pop rocks show up.
I tell you what, these girls absolutely put on a show. So, but, Doug.
Speaking of putting on a show,
yes.
Mr. Anderson, Mr. James Anderson, finally got the ball.
Yes.
Leads Troy Christian with 6 points, all in the second half.
Right.
Kaminsky has 4, but the Eagles are only 1 of 10 from three-point range. On the other side of the chart, Dion Honey has 6 points, but Greg Parker has added 8. Neither team is looking at all finished or polished.
Not at all.
But, boy, are they playing hard out there.
I tell you what, that is, for an opening ball game. New Bremen had a game last night, so they, their jitters was a little bit out of the way, anyways. But for Troy Christian at this point, they just haven't really been able to get any of their shots to go. They've had some good looks, but they haven't been able to get them to go down.
Yeah. They're shooting them in a hurry. And there's always that extra pass that by midseason we'll be saying,
right,
easy shots,
right,
from that final pass to the open man. But now they're going out of bounds. They're going off hands. It's not like football. Your hands feel like wood now.
Right.
we'll see how this next half goes. I noticed that Troy Christian twice went to his zone defense, which seemed to confuse New Bremen a little bit. But otherwise, it's been man on mano, very physical, and the officials are not letting them get away with anything.
No, and the new rule in high school basketball on the hand checking is pretty tight, and they're even wanting them to call the hand check down on the post. So I mean that's really making life difficult for some of these big men, especially inside now. I know in the two scrimmages that I watched here at Troy Christian and one over at Troy High School, the officials were really calling that, trying to get those young men to realize we're not going to tolerate any hand checking this year.
Yeah.
So, that with that being said, Troy Christian has definitely had some foul trouble in that first half.
Their bodies are still in football.
Yes. So, again, the first half was a little bit sloppy, and it was one of those things that you're going to kind of have to expect it, in the first couple games. But again, James Anderson come in and has played extremely well as a sophomore on his opening varsity look at things. So, and he's been to the line and made 2 of 3, and both he got a very nice touch from the free throw line.
Well, for an opening game, it's certainly been entertaining. It's been a horse race up and down the court. Wow. Maybe both teams can learn a little bit from the Pop Rocks, because we had cross-court throws of half a dozen or a dozen jump ropes, and nobody bobbled it.
Not at all. So as the Pop Rocks finish up, we're going to take another break and come back with more of the halftime report here on TCR Radio and TCR Troy Community Television on Demand. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, where the Troy Christian Eagles are taking on the New Bremen Cardinals. And Doug Page and Dave Fisher here with the call. It's halftime. About 2.5 minutes. We'll get this second half going. And Doug, both teams, as we said earlier in this halftime report, both teams are just, definitely rough. A little rough around the edges, as my dad would say.
Well, there have been some things that I've noticed that have been very interesting. Now, Casey Cummins has been a tiger on defense. Dion Haney, who he gets outside, he'll switch off with Spurlock when Haney drives or moves without the ball. But, holding Haney to 6 points is pretty darn good.
Right.
He's not going to score 31 tonight, but everything he's going to get his points.
Definitely.
Commits has 2 blocks by my poorly kept statistics. I can't write and think and talk fast enough. My wife would say I never think, but that's my wife.
Oh, there you go.
On the other side, I've really am enjoying the Cardinals defense. There's one thing Troy always does well, and that's move the ball around. But they're not getting the looks they normally get.
Right.
And when they do have an open free, they're not hitting it. I'd like, we'll see what Anderson does in this third quarter. If they start feeding it to him, maybe he can do some damage, tighten up that defense a little bit, and maybe those looks on the 3 will be a little better.
Yeah, we're looking definitely. Troy Christian got to get quite a few better looks than what they got in that first half. But we're going to get ready and start things off here. But we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back with the second half here at TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, and they get the ball inbounds. New Bremen with the ball to start the second half. Parker with the basketball, kicks it all the way across to Haney. Haney kicks it all the way over to the far corner back to Parker. Up to gets it inside, kicks it all the way back out in the corner. Can't see the number. Long three, no good. Rebound, long rebound to KC commits. It looked like Reed was out there on that long three for the New Bremen Cardinals.
Yep.
KC with kicks all the way around the win, all the way across to the end, kicks it into the middle to Anderson.
Oh!
Anderson misses an easy one. First time, nice touch pass. And they get across the timeline. Haney on the drive, no good. Stops and pops, nice.
Oh.
Nice little look there to score. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. New Bremen up 23-17. 6-point lead for the Cardinals. Commits, looking to drive the baseline, gets it off to Anderson. Anderson loses the ball. Long three-pointer, count it, number 23, Jacob Brown. A 3-point to cut this thing to 3. 20-23, 6:48 left here in the third quarter. New Bremen with the basketball. Parker on the dribble. He's being guarded by Hayden. Takes it around the far side. Haney in the corner gets Seth Wynn up in the air. Haney misses it. Gets the rebound and commits, loses it, but it gets picked up by Hayden. Hayden across the timeline, all the way to the corner to Seth Wynn. Gets it to Brown. Brown looking off here in the corner to Hayden. Hayden for three, no good. Long hits on the back of the iron and rebound New Bremen. New Bremen coming up the floor to Parker. Parker gets it over to Sweeterman. Sweeterman stops and pops and nails it right at the foul line. Take a 25-20 lead with 5:56 to go. Brown gets it across the timeline. He's still on the dribble, going down the lane, tries to find Anderson, just didn't get it to him. Here comes Parker for New Bremen. They're going right to the basket, off the front of the rim, rebound commits. And here they come again. Commits with the basketball, being guarded by Parker. Commits going right to the basket. He is held by Parker on the way by, so that's their first foul here of the second half. Parker, his second foul for New Bremen. Taking the ball out of bounds is Hayden. Chase Hayden on the inbounds. Looking, gets it over to Brown. Brown back to Hayden. Chase being guarded by number 24, Reed. Commit. Seth Wynn gets it off to Anderson. Anderson with the little shot touch, about a 5 or about an 8-footer, couldn't get it to go. Here comes New Bremen. New Bremen. Sweeterman. Sweeterman stops and pops again. Nothing but air on that one. And I don't know why he tried to save it. Brown saved it, flipped it right to Heitkamp. Should have let it go out of bounds, but he didn't. Wynn gets it to Hayden. Brown off in the far corner. 4:46.
Oh,
Bad pass. Brown threw it right to him, and here comes New Bremen. Good hands by Seth Wynn. They're pushing it 2-on-1. Anderson over the top. Oh, nice hands by Anderson. Back to Hayden. Nice hands. The kid couldn't quite catch it, just flipped it back. That's where those big hands come in. Nice play. 4:25 left. 27-22. Eagles still trailing by 5. Looking to go inside. Loses the handle. Can't see who that was. Number 24 for them. Reed loses the handle. Troy Christian basketball on the turnover. Gets it into Chase Hayden. Chase Hayden on the dribble. He's being guarded by Reed. Reed gets him turned. Kicks it over to Wynn. Wynn on the right side. All the way across to Brown. Brown looking to drive. He's being guarded by Haney. Up to Commits. Commits being guarded also by Reed. Commits on the drive on the left side. Still on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Looking inside. Kicks it all the way across. Three-pointer by Brown. No good. And that's going to be a foul. Going to be a foul on KC Commits. That is...
I think it's his first.
That's KC's second foul, so he's still okay. 3:49. Troy Christian trailing by 5, 27-22. Reed with the basketball. Gets it to Haney. Haney just threw the ball up. Almost get in. Big rebound by Anderson, but Haney ended up coming out with it. Long one by Reed, no good. A long rebound out to Parker. The ball came way out to the top of the three-point line. Miller gets the hands on it. Here comes Chase Hayden. 2-on-1. Off to Seth Wynn. Seth Wynn right to the basket and two. Nice pass by Chase Hayden. 24-27. And there's a whistle. Not sure. I think they're just trying to. Oh, now we got another whistle. Hayden's coming out. Hartman's coming in. Nice work by Chase Hayden on the defense on that turn. 3:18 left here in the third quarter. Troy Christian now trails by 3, 27-24. Parker gets across the timeline. Over to Haney. Haney finds Sweeterman inside. Blown coverage on that. Nice pass by Haney. The Sweeterman was wide open inside.
Just slipped on in on the baseline.
Commits on the dribble. He's being guarded by Parker. Commits still on the dribble. Gets it to Seth Wynn. Wynn looking to drive into Anderson. Anderson kicks all the way across to Brown. Brown for three. No good. Way off the mark. Rebound Cardinals. Comes New Bremen across the timeline. Reed gets it over to Sweeterman. Sweeterman's on the dribble. He loses the handle. Casey commits. Looking to go right to the basket. He does. And then we got a timeout. Coach Zawalski liked what he sees. Going to take a timeout with 2:29 left in the third quarter. And we're going to take one, too. We'll be right back after this message is on here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. Troy Christian trails by 3. New Bremen has the basketball. Gets it across the timeline. Parker with it. A toughie being guarded by Commits. Parker still on the dribble. Still looking to go nowhere. Kicks it back out to Sweeterman for 3. No good. Nice work by Anderson. Commits with the basketball off the rebound. Being guarded by Parker. Gets it up the timeline to Seth. That's Spurlock. Spurlock. Nowhere to go. Gets it to Wynn. Wynn looking to dribble. Kicks it all the way corner to Hartman. Hartman for 3. And there's a player control foul. White 22. That is Seth Wynn called with the player control foul. Number 10, Kurt Patrick is in for Troy Christian.
That's Brown.
And here comes New Bremen. On the dribble, gets it over to Parker. Parker being guarded by Commits. Commits with the steal. Commits going right to the basket again. And he misses the layup, followed up by Hartman. Hartman gets fouled. Could not see who fouled Hartman. Number 10, Eric Bowers on the call. That's his first foul. Sending Hartman at the line, shooting 2. First one is no good off the front of the rim. So he gets another chance at the charity stripe. You got to make those, folks, when you go to the free throw line. And his second attempt is also no good. Missed them both. 1:44 left. Troy Christian still trails by 3, 26-29. New Bremen with the basketball. Parker with the ball. Kicks it up to Haney. Haney's looking to being guarded against Spurlock. Looking to get that in. Goes right to the basket, and he gets fouled. He is going to go to the line shooting 2. Fouls on Seth Wynn. That's his third foul. Jan Haney at the line shooting 2. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. His first attempt is no good. He's got one more to try. Again, the Cardinals have played extremely well here so far tonight. Troy Christian has missed some easy ones inside. Second attempt, no good. Missed it both. Big rebound by Spurlock. Commits with the basketball. Getting across the timeline. Being guarded by Parker. Stopped and popped. Count it. That cuts the lead to 1 with 1 minute 18 to go. But here comes the Cardinals, right back at it. Number 24, Reed with the dribble. Gets it to Haney. Haney looking inside to Parker. Parker up and in. Blown coverage again in there. Looked like he was just left alone. Kirkpatrick just quite couldn't get there. Commits with the basketball being guarded by Parker. Kicks it back out. Back out to Commits for three. Long three, no good. A lot of pushing going on inside. Rebound the Cardinals. And here they come. Reed with the basketball. Walks it now across the timeline. Sets his offense. Right top the key. Kicks it over to Bowers. Bowers got to the Haney in the far left side. Around the horn they go. Reed with the dribble. Trying to Parker with the basketball, looking for nowhere to go. Bowers has it, looking to stop. Three-pointer by Reed, no good. Followed up, jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Troy Christian Eagles. With 20 seconds left here in the third quarter, Troy Christian trails 31-28. Got another one coming in for New Bremen. 20's coming in for Haney.
Dillahunt is in.
Dillahunt, number 32, is in. As you heard Mr. Page. Coach Zawalski's telling Casey Commits with the basketball on the dribble. He wants one shot. Luke Dillahunt setting up off in the right side on the right corner. B looking for Luke to take a three. Trailing by 3, 7 seconds. Clear out going on. KC looking to go somewhere, nothing to do. Long at the buzzer, no good, and that's where that's going to end at the end of the third quarter. The Troy Christian Eagles trailing the New Bremen Cardinals 31-28. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this message is here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School. The Troy Christian Eagles are taking on the New Bremen Cardinals. We're going into the fourth quarter, Doug, and Troy Christian trailing by 3. And fortunately, they New Bremen will get the basketball to start this fourth quarter on the possession arrow.
Yep. They tried to work the ball into Anderson. He had 3 reasonable shots.
Right.
Sometimes they drop and sometimes they don't.
So here we go, fourth quarter action right now. Troy Christian, like I said, trailing by 3. Cardinals have the basketball. Gets it in to Reed. Reed on the dribble. He's being guarded by Hartman. It's not Hartman, but he gets it off in the corner. Number 42, Heitkamp kicks it around for the right side to Reed. Reed back out to Parker. Parker to Heitkamp. Looking to score, but Hartman's there on Schwederman. Almost picked off, and it's off. I couldn't tell who was off. Might have been off number 24 on the far side. It looked like it might have been off Reed. Troy Christian basketball. 7:36 left here in the ball game in the fourth quarter. Troy Christian trailing by 3. Their first possession here of the fourth quarter on a turnover by the Cardinals.
I see that Haney's back out on the court. He had a brief rest.
They took him out right at the end of the third quarter. Gave him a little bit of a 30-second rest, a little further after the third quarter's over. Hartman with the basketball, gets it over to Spurlock. Spurlock around the corner, top of the key to Commits. Commits for 3, short, no good. KC just hasn't been able to find his range, but here comes New Bremen. Reed on the dribble. He's still hanging on the basketball. That's close to 5 seconds, but no go. It's off to Schwederman. Schwederman and Reed with a long 3, nails it. Increases this lead at 7:04 to a 6-point ball game. Troy Christian with the basketball. KC Commits, being guarded by Haney, which surprises me. Hartman on the dribble on the left side, all the way across the court to Commits. Gets it inside to Spurlock. Spurlock going hard to the basket and one. Yes, sir. Nice body by Spurlock, getting his defensive player up off his feet on the left side, and he's going to go the line shooting the hard 3. 6:43 left. This lead could cut it to 3. Schwederman on the foul. Back in the ball game is Brown, and the free throw no good. Troy Christian has missed quite a few free throws here tonight. Reed with the basketball across the timeline, being guarded by Chase Hayden. Kicks it all the way around. Schwederman on the drive by Spurlock. Up, no good. Rebound, Brown. Brown on the dribble. He's got Parker in front of him. Kicks it all the way over to Spurlock. Spurlock gets it all the way back out to Commits. Commits in the corner to Brown. Brown on the dribble, looking inside. Not there. He should have shot the ball. trying to get it into the big man, but no go.
You've got to put it up in the air
That's
for the
right.
big guy.
Parker with the ball, gets it over to Haney. Haney being guarded by Chase Hayden. All the way around the corner to Parker. Parker to Schwederman. Schwederman right at the top of the circle. Looking to go. Reed for another three. Short, no good. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Nice hustle by the young man from New Bremen, Reed. Tried to save that ball. He just almost sacrificed his body down there in the corner. Good hustle. Both these clubs have been playing extremely hard tonight, Doug. Hartman is in for Chase Hayden. Commits with the basketball on the dribble. He's being guarded by Haney now. Anderson way outside. Big man on the dribble. He gets called for travel. Coach looked at him and said, hey, you're okay. Don't be dribbling the basketball, big man.
Well, they're bringing Anderson out into the high post every so often. See if they can open up the paint a little bit.
Parker inbounds it to Reed. Reed's been running the point for New Bremen. Gets over to Haney. Haney's being guarded by Brown. Gives it back over to Parker. Stolen by Commits. Commits going to the basket. Still goes. And nice move. Kind of lost the handle on the ball. Was able to place it up. Cuts this lead to 2. With 5:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Hartman. Guarding Reed. Got his hands on it. Reed was able to pick it up. Gets it into the big man in the post. Nothing doing. Gets it off to Schwederman. Schwederman looking to do something with it for New Bremen. Nothing doing. And there's a timeout called by New Bremen. Good call by the coach. And there's a full timeout on the floor, and we're going to take one too. And we're right back with more live high school basketball action here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School. I'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors to make it all happen here on TCR Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television on Demand. HTM Credit Union, Caliber Home Loans, Stanley Steamer, International College of Broadcasting, Heath Murray State Farm Insurance, Sound City Music, Excellence in Dentistry, and Willoughby's Hollow. I'd like to thank those underwriters. Make it all happen here on TCR Sports.
Kamitsk has been all over the court. He's got 3 steals converted into 6 points. But he hasn't hit a 3.
He hasn't been able to find his long range yet. Parker out of bounds for the Cardinals. Gets it into Reed. Reed being guarded by Hartman. Hartman overplaying him to the right, looking for the pick. Reed still with the basketball. Gets it into the big man.
Nice.
And no good, but he missed an easy one. Number 44, Heitkamp. Here comes Troy Christian, trailing by 2. 4:46 left in the ball game. Commits being guarded by Haney. Haney looking inside, gets it inside to Brown. Nice pass by KC. Commits to Brown. Wide open underneath. Ties this ball game with 4:35 left in the fourth quarter. Reed with the basketball. Gets it across the timeline. Being guarded by Hartman. Reed stops, pops. A little bit hard off the glass. Rebound, Spurlock. Commits with the basketball. KC taking a leadership role, running the point. Says, hold on, guys. Here we go. Clear out. Gets by Reed. And there's give a charge, a player control foul. Don't know about that one. And Coach Walski's talking to the official about the hands. Seth Wynn is in for Spurlock. All knotted up, 4 minutes and 10 seconds, about halfway through this fourth quarter. Reed with the basketball for the Cardinals. Still got it. Got it over to Parker. Parker looking to drive. Nowhere to go. The left side kicks it all the way around to the far right. Reed, stop, pop just inside the 3. No good. Rebound, Brown. KC commits with the ball. Being guarded by Haney. Haney gets it all the way, or gets it into the corner to Hartman. Hartman nowhere to go. Throws it off the backboard, but it ends up in the Cardinals' hand. Nice steal by Brown. Brown takes it all the way in and takes a 2-point lead with 3:33 left to go. Brown just absolutely picked his pocket on that one, but Reed's got the basketball. Here comes New Bremen. Bremen to Schwederman for three. Long three. No good. Anderson with the rebound. Anderson with the rebound and a push foul. That one looks like that's going to go against number 44. Is that who they got? Yes. Foul against number 44, Brandon Heitkamp. That's his third foul. Both teams only 4 fouls each team so far this second half, so a long way until either one of these teams will be in the bonus. Commits with the ball, going right to the basket, no good. Missed an easy one in there. Maybe we get the fall, but here comes New Bremen. Reed with the basketball. Reed still with the basketball, picked by Heitkamp. Back door, pick and roll by the big rebound by KC Commits. KC's pushing it up the floor. Being guarded by Haney. Gets off to Seth Wynn, way outside the circle. Seth Wynn driving towards the right, pulls it back out. Back to Brown, top the circle, in between the two circles. KC Commits going left side, stop, pop, no good. Can't find his range here tonight. Had plenty of looks, just can't get it to go. Parker with the basketball for the Cardinals.
He's 1 for 4 in this period.
New Bremen Cardinals with the ball, gets it off to Haney. Haney. And we got a foul. That is going, looks like that's going to go, yes it is, going to go against 23, Jacob Brown with the foul.
That would be his 4th.
Brown's 4th. They're going to leave Brown in. They're bringing
Anderson out.
Anderson out. They're going to keep Brown on Haney with 4 fouls. Looks like Coach saying he just played defense, young man. Reed with the basketball, gets it off to Haney. Looking to clear. Haney with 3, long 3.
Whoa.
Got it. Nice
Downtown.
shot. Nice shot by Haney. That is going to give them a 1-point lead. Was that a 2-pointer or a 3? I thought it was 3.
I thought it was a 3.
And we got a
Guess
third.
not.
Guess not. I guess it was only a 2-pointer, so we got a 30-second timeout on the floor. I'd like to thank a few more of our underwriters also to make it all happen here on TCR Sports. Brody's Automotive, Union Savings Bank, Hybrid Strength and Fitness, Irwin, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Troy CarStar, Trojan Auto Care, Lance Martin, Better Homes and Garden Realty. Thank you very much, underwriters. Make it all happen here on TCR Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television on demand. So, Doug, 1 minute, 57 seconds left in this ball
All
game.
tied up at 36.
All knotted up as tight as we could get it. You know, the JV game was a 2-point ball game, and here we are, 157. And this one's.
This second half has been very well played. Lots of good defense.
Troy Christian with the basketball, all knotted up with 1:56 left to go. Wynn with the ball, gets it off to Commits down low. Commits stop, pop, count it. He got his ranged on that one to take a 2-point lead with 1:45 left to go. Parker with the basketball for New Bremen. He gets it across the timeline, being guarded by Commits. Gets it over to Schwederman on the left side, on the high on the elbow. Flips around the right side. Parker all the way around to the far right. 80 for 3 again. Misses it, but it gets it. And block. Big block in there by Commits. Bodies are falling, and we got a foul. Not sure they're going to call it against us, or they're going to call it. And it's going to go against, this call is against Haney. And and he's a little bit, 44, okay.
That's his 4th foul on Heitkamp.
Heitkamp's his 4th, okay. As you can probably hear in the background, folks, we're sitting right next to the scorers, next to Coach Zawalski, the officials. Well, we're right down here in the front row. So Troy Christian with the basketball. KC Commits, gets it off to Seth Wynn. Seth Wynn over around the top, right at the circle to Brown. They are playing tough defense way out, almost picked off. Hartman gets it off to, now Commits has it, being guarded by Haney. Commits looking to go to the basket, still going, stops, pops, no good. Rebound.
He's not
Cardinals.
afraid to take that
No.
shot.
It's a good shot, good look. Parker with the basketball for New Bremen. New Bremen calls a timeout, and it's a full
53 seconds left.
53 seconds, and a full timeout on the floor. Troy Christian leads us 38-36. We'll be right back after this message is from our underwriters here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School with 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. It is 38-36. The Troy Christian Eagles lead this thing, and I tell you, Doug.
Yep, it has been a barn burner.
Absolutely.
You know, even with the score as low as it is, gives you an idea of what the defense is doing.
So here we go. 53 seconds left in the game. Haney with the basketball. He's still on the dribble. Stops, pops, looks at it. No good. Rebound, Troy Christian. 43 seconds left in the game. KC commits, has the basketball. He's just saying clear it out. Coach is saying no shot, and there's a foul on Haney. But that's only 5 fouls, so they're still within 2 from the one in bonus.
That's his first.
And on the next one, I'm sorry, it was one more. The one next foul will be the one in bonus.
Okay, there's a little pushing and shoving.
Yeah, they're getting things set here.
And the officials have got
Brown,
it well
Brown
under
is
control.
inbounding it for the Troy Christian Eagles. Getting way to get it inbounds. All the way back to commits. 80 with the foul on Casey commits with 34 seconds. That's going to put KC at the line, shooting a one in bonus. Anderson, Mr. Anderson is coming in for Hartman. Couldn't tell who he was coming in for. Hayden Hartman, so KC commits at the line, shooting one and bonus with 34 seconds. These are huge. First one's away. Touch shot, gets it to go. Extends the lead to 3. Getting his second chance at the charity stripe. Next one's away. Count it. Nothing but string on that one, folks. 34 seconds. Troy Christian is up by 4. Reed with the basketball, getting it across the timeline, go over to Heitkamp. Heitkamp on the dribble. Nowhere to go. Gets it over to Haney. Haney looking to force it. He's being guarded by Brown. No good. Rebound Hartman. There's a jump ball. It is white ball. So it is Troy Christian's basketball. And we got a timeout, a full timeout by Coach Zawalski. We're going to take one too with 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Troy Christian leads this thing by 4 points. We'll be right back after these messages here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School with 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Troy Christian is up by 4 points, 40-36. And Doug, what a comeback here, or what they started to play. It hit some of their key, crucial shots here in the fourth quarter.
And hitting free throws helps a lot.
Yes.
Those 2 by commits. He has played in a whale of a second half.
Absolutely.
He's 3 steals at least, some critical rebounds, and he scored.
Out of bounds by Brown. Brown throws it long, gets it off. He's just going to pull it up, and he is fouled by Parker, and that's going to send Chase Hayden to the line, shooting one in bonus with 17 seconds. He could ice this ball game right here, Doug, if he can nail both of these. Chase Hayden at the line. Seth Wynn comes in, Spurlock out. You got Hayden, Wynn, Brown, Kirkpatrick, and he misses the first one. Rebound with 15 seconds. Parker with the basketball. looking to go in. They're forcing him. He has nowhere to go. Out of bounds. Troy Christian's basketball with 8 seconds left. Parker lost the handle. Couldn't quite get it back, and it went out of bounds. Now Spurlock's coming back in along with Hartman. Kirkpatrick out and Hayden out.
The Eagles are playing the gritty defense.
That was just a great defensive set right there for Troy Christian. We got a hold, number 10, and that's going to send probably Spurlock to the line, shooting a 1 and bonus. We'll see. Bowers, that's Bowers' second with 8 seconds here left in the fourth quarter. The Troy Christian Eagles are up by 4, 40 to 36. Spurlock's at the line, shooting 1 and bonus. Okay, Hayden back in, Hartman out. So that's, and Coach said that Chase Hayden can play some defense. Spurlock at the line, shooting 1 and bonus. His first one's away is no good. Missed two front ends here. Here comes Parker. Parker looking down, 3 seconds left to go. Long 3, no good. That's the ball game. Troy Christian Eagles win their opener against the New Bremen Cardinals, 40 to 36. We'll be back with the post-game report right after these messages here on TCR Sports. Welcome back to Troy Christian High School, where opening night here at Troy Christian Eagles Nest. The Troy Christian Eagles won this thing 40 to 36, Doug, and there for a while, we just didn't think if Troy Christian was going to be able to put the ball in the hoop as much as they needed to.
Well, we came into this thinking we were going to see a really gritty defense from the Cardinals of New Bremen. It turned out in the third and fourth quarter, it was the Eagles that played the defense. I had Casey Kamensk with 4 steals, 14 points, 6 in the fourth quarter, where the Eagles outscored the Cardinals 12 to 5, forcing half a dozen turnovers. It was, I imagine the coach is just smiling at what he saw in the third and fourth quarters. Jacob Brown was 2 of 4 from 3-pointers, total of 10 points, and he chipped in 4 critical points in that final frame. You saw what could be a really good Troy Christian team, and we know who the leader is now.
Yes.
Mr. Kamensk.
Yeah, Casey Kamensk definitely took the basketball and took it to the point and just kind of ran the show there down the second half in the fourth quarter. And Doug, when you start looking at where this club is, we both were a little suspect to see, but I think as this goes along, I think this team's going to do nothing but get better. And we got Mr. Anderson in there in the middle. That's really going to be a big help, and he's going to get better as the year goes along.
I think so. He played some really good, solid defense. He got some defensive rebounds that were muscular.
Yes.
But he's still young. Got a ways to go. They need to be feeding him passes he can get to rather than down low, up high.
Right.
But, hey, it's a learning process, and they learned something. They learned a lot tonight. They learned that they can play. They learned how vital defense is. They almost got bit in the butt, though.
Right.
They missed front ends of 3 1-and-1s in that final quarter, and that can kill you.
Absolutely, but as they move along, it's going to be again. This is going to be a learning experience for this club. There's a lot of young ball players on there, and the 2 seniors. Even though we only saw Luke Dillahunt come in, I guess he's got that flu bug. He came in in a shooting position. Coach kind of stuck him down in a corner. hopefully that he could get loose, but wasn't able to get the
Well,
ball. But
I think he was more a decoy than anything else.
you know, that could be true
because
too. I think
Kmitz
so.
took the ball to the other side of the court both times, and I saw two Cardinals frantically trying to get back on the baseline
Right.
and stop them.
Right.
So little head game going on there.
So, well, what about the scoring, the total scoring here for tonight? Go ahead and run that down real quick.
Okay, we got Kmitz at 14. We've got Brown at 10 rather, and Mr. Anderson at 6. He got all of his in the second quarter. Dion Honey for the Cardinals had 12. He can thank Mr. Kmitz for a lot of missed shots there because he was covered like a blanket. Greg Parker had 7, and that just about wraps it up.
Really?
Well, we got 4s and 2s.
4s and 2s, and that just
and-
about wraps it up. So,
Yep.
so yeah, you know, Troy Christian definitely put a clamp on Mr. Haney tonight,
Well,
and
you can only do that so often.
right, that kid's definitely a good ball player.
Oh,
you
he's-
definitely could see that he
You
could
know,
play.
the Cardinals are a good team.
Yes.
They are a good team. They've got a long season ahead. They lack height, but they have experience, and it showed out there. I think just between Kmitz, Anderson, Spurlock, Hayden, Wynn, and Brown, they ran into a buzzsaw in the second half. They got outscored 23-15 in the second half.
Well, and that's just pretty much the tail of the tail right there. And, wasn't, starting off the ball game at, it was 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. And you kind of thought, well, how, are they going to be able to put more than about 20 points on the board? But ended up Troy Christian Eagles come out here tonight with a 40-36 win over a very good New Bremen Cardinal team. So, that's, looking at the way that goes, it is a very good ball game for the first, for Coach Zawalski's club here tonight, and it's Thanksgiving weekend, and what more can you say getting out here with a victory?
Yep.
So
where do we go next? I'm confused.
From here next, we will be going live from Troy High School at the Student Activity Center with the Troy Trojans. Will be taking on the Fairborn Hawks. So it will be Troy Trojans taking on the Hawks on December 8th. That'll be a Tuesday night ball game a week from this Tuesday. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here this evening, and everybody have a good evening. Good night, everybody.
Good night to all the ships at sea.